Good morning. We are talking about some significant impacts here, Justin, an unusual setup.
Indeed, and whereas we talked about Greg, we talked about Fernanda, Hilary's different in terms of its track as we go down the road.
That's right, and down the road as we head into the weekend and early next week, it looks like that storm is going to be drawn to the north, and that's going to bring impacts right up into Southern California. Now, I want to highlight one thing right off the bat. First, we're not talking about the risk for hurricane conditions across Southern California. That said, there are going to be dangerous impacts in the form of especially flooding rainfall and even some gusty winds, rough surf. And so sort of an unusual situation, as we mentioned, to have a track like this bringing a tropical storm right up into Southern California.
That's right. And we talk about all the impacts that tropical systems can bring, and it goes well beyond the wind. Of course, tropical systems have a lot of water, and a lot of that moisture is going to be lifting its way north into the southwest down the road.
That is correct, and that's the primary concern with this situation is flash flooding, rain that can come too fast, too furious, especially in mountainous terrain and near burn scars where the risk for flash flooding can really be amplified. And Justin, look at this. This is on Saturday, so with the storm still off the Mexican coast, look at this plume of moisture in the reds and yellows that's being directed right up into Southern California, also western Arizona, and even up into Nevada. So this is going to promote heavier rain in advance of the storm, and as we advance in time here, we'll see the storm coming right up, paralleling the coast up into Baja California, and then moving into Southern California. And this is why we think the heaviest of the rain risk is going to be Sunday into Sunday night into the first part of Monday. And in some of these areas, we're going to be talking about a really serious flash flooding concern.
Exactly. We talk about the amount of rain that we see this time of year, some of the historical averages, and we're going to blow leaps and bounds beyond that in a relatively short amount of time, too.
That's right, and the rain will be right to the coast, so 1 to 2 inches a concern from the big population center of San Diego up to Los Angeles, and there can be localized flash flooding concerns there and some gusty winds in the big cities, especially some street flooding and things of that nature. But the real risk is going to be in the mountains and also in the areas also the deserts. These are places that might typically only get 2 to 3 inches of rain per year. From a historic average perspective, they might get double that in the matter of a couple of days. That's why we're concerned about the risk for serious flash flooding. Great time to download the AccuWeather app. We've got our hurricane experts putting all of the information about the impacts that we're expecting city by city, and great interactive maps there, Justin, as well.
Exactly, John. And real quickly here, do want to talk about all the impacts here with, again, this tropical system as we work our way down the road, and we bring in the AccuWeather Real Impact Scale for that.
That's correct, and we're going to be looking at the wide variety of impacts, not just, again, from wind concerns, but the rainfall, the water concerns, a big one with this one. So we talked about the risk for flash flooding, the mudslides, road closures are going to be a significant possibility. So if you live in a mountainous area or area that's particularly risky for flooding, be prepared that you may need to watch for rapidly rising water and be ready to move to higher ground. Stay in touch with us more frequently over the coming days. A serious situation.